Joining me now, conservative commentator and author, filmmaker, and host of Dinesh D'Souza podcast, Dinesh D'Souza. All right, so Dinesh, it looks like to me that the mainstream media, in the beginning, when there were a few, I guess, white attacks on Asian Americans, you remember that shooting spree at the massage parlors, that got blown up, and we heard for weeks about the rise in hate crime attacks against Asians. But then if you look further, a lot of these attacks are committed by African Americans, and the media just dropped it. And that leads me to wonder, are they covering for the Black American community because there's some sort of bargain? If they kind of sweep these things under the rug, they'll continue to vote Democrat?
I don't think it's that. I think that what's going on here is that the left has a narrative that they try to fit the facts into the narrative. They don't develop the narrative in response to facts. So even if you start with the massage parlor shooting in Atlanta, they discovered very quickly that this was really not racially motivated. The guy apparently had some kind of a sex problem. He had a problem with the massage parlors, and so disproportionately he had harmed Asian Americans, but not exclusively Asian Americans. Now, the truth of it is there are a lot of assaults in the country going on against Asian Americans, and I think for one reason alone. Asian Americans are far and away the most successful minority in the country. Now, remarkably, they're successful not because they've been discriminating against anybody, because they've been outperforming everybody. This is true on every measure of academic performance. It's also true on every measure of economic success. If you made a list of ethnic groups in the country, Asian Indians come out on top, then it's Chinese Americans, and it's Japanese Americans, and down the list you go. Whites are really down toward the middle. So right away, that simple fact blows out of the water this nonsense about white privilege. Whites can't be asked to give up their privilege because they don't have any. Now, you can't start talking about Asian American privilege because there's no privilege. The Asians have earned their success. A lot of the black attacks on Asian Americans, I think, are explained by a very simple fact. Members of the least successful ethnic group in the country are attacking members of the most successful ethnic group in the country, and the obvious explanation is envy. People at the bottom envy people at the top. They're particularly angry because these people at the top are coming into inner cities. They're being successful. They're moving out to suburban neighborhoods. They're buying nice houses. Their kids are doing well in schools. And so it's like these unsuccessful people are like, what the heck? And so they take out their anger, their frustration, their resentment on these Asian Americans. And of course, the left, which knows that this is what's going on, comes in and goes, it's really white supremacy. Don't believe your lying eyes. It's really white supremacy. That's the root cause. That's their favorite phrase, root cause of all these problems.
So you're saying it's a socioeconomic factor that Asian Americans are setting up shop in black communities in the inner cities that have been successful from a financial standpoint, and you're saying perhaps the less successful African Americans are angry and jealous at that success and are taking it out on innocent people. We have seen that to a certain extent. I don't know if it explains everything, but that definitely could be a factor. Dinesh D'Souza, thank you so much for coming on Watters World.